What is going on, everyone? Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to another Skyforge video, and today we're gonna look at the next DPS class, Firestarter. Firestarter is the newest class being added to the game somewhere in September 2019. Wow, I just realized that it's already 2021 and we still haven't got any other new class. This is crazy, man. Anyway, we're gonna look at every ability, some gear, symbols, etc. Alright guys, let's get started. First ability, Burn, deals X amount of damage to the enemy. Burn has a 2% chance to allow you to use Eruption instantly regardless of its current cooldown. Activates Companion's attack. Apply burns to the target, which deals X amount of damage every second. Fire Breath deals X amount of damage every 0.2 seconds to all targets in a small cone in front of the Firestarter. The damage is progressively increased after the first second of use, up to 125% bonus. If they have enough energy, they spend it to boost the effect, dealing X amount of damage every 0.2 seconds for 12 points of energy. Also applies burning to the target, which deals X amount of damage every second. Flaming Sphere creates a flaming sphere that chases the target. The sphere deals progressively more damage up to X amount of damage. The sphere moves faster over time. In battle against other immortals, the sphere lasts a shorter time and its speed does not change. Using the portals of Path of Flame or Shape of Fire grants one flaming sphere charge. You can store up to 3 charges of this ability. Also applies burning effect. Eruption deals X amount of damage to target and all enemies within 10 yards of them. The Burning Ground talent creates a burning area that exists for 10 seconds and deals X amount of damage every 0.5 seconds. This ability also applies burning effect. Fire Dance deals X amount of damage every 0.5 seconds to all targets within 10 yards of the Firestarter. If they have enough energy, they spend it to boost the effect, dealing a little bit more damage every 0.5 seconds for 8 points of energy. Again, applies burning effect as well. Path of the Flame quickly recovers a distance of up to 30 yards, dealing X amount of damage to all enemies along the way. Creates portals at the starting and ending points and can teleport between them for 7.5 seconds. Traveling between portals grants one flaming sphere charge. The first run can be stopped ahead of time. The Tame Flame talent doubles portal lifetime. Also applies burning effect. Shape of Fire. The Firestarter calls upon their fiery nature and turns into a fire manner, removing all control effects. Moving speed in form is increased, incoming damage is reduced by 50%. When coming in contact with the Firestarter, enemies catch fire and panic. 3 fiery portals open nearby. When the mage enters them, they recover 20% of health, 20 points of energy, and 1 flaming sphere charge. Their movement speed will also be increased for a short time. Incinerating Rain. This ability has 2 stages. First one is creates an area that is bombarded with the burning boulders for 10 seconds. The boulders deals X amount of damage in 5-yard radius. If the appropriate node in the class temple is unlocked, Cyrus's Wrath becomes available. Now we're gonna talk about Cyrus's Wrath. Can be used against a target affected by Incinerating Rain. All burning boulders fall on a selected enemy, dealing X amount of damage and reducing the duration of fire rain by 3 seconds. Deals less damage in battle against other immortals. Also applies burning effect. Finishing Strike, Lord of Ash, deals fatal damage to the enemy, increases the energy level by 50 or by 100 if you kill an immortal. The killed monster leaves a Scourge Blade behind. It can be used by the Firestarter and their allies, available when the target has a small amount of health left. Now moving on to the talents. First one is the Tame Flame. Path of Flame portals last twice as long. They can be used by the Firestarter's group members. So members and you can teleport that through those portals if they wanted to. Next one is the burning ground. Eruption leaves a burning area on the ground that exists for 10 seconds and deals damage to all enemies in it. And the Allerium 9 talent, which is upgrade for your ultimate ability, Starfall. At the maximum energy level, Incinerating Rain lasts 6 seconds longer. Damage from the ultimate ability may also stun the target for 2 seconds, but only once. Equipment. So for now, we're just going to talk about the weapon and artifacts. Probably just about the weapon, because artifacts is again either Black Flame, maybe Cutthroat Ring, Vulnerability Detector. If you need extra survivability, Tree Veins Idol might works for you. Or if you don't have any legendary, then the Fragment of Darkness would be the best artifacts for players who doesn't have any legendary artifacts. Because I think that's the only weapon Firestarter has at the moment for the pay-to-win weapon. This weapon doesn't really gives too much to the Firestarter. The bonus that we have from that weapon is when you jump through the second teleport in the Path of Flame ability, the 3 rings will spawn, and if you start launching the fire spheres through those circles, then the critical chance of flaming sphere will be increased by 60%. So the Firestarter is right now at the moment is the top DPS class that doesn't actually need the special weapon or pay to win weapon. So you can run the purple weapon with a range damage bonus and you're still gonna deal a lot of damage. The only reason why pay to win weapon is good is because you get the key stats, you can get the main damage bonus, and of course the secondary stat is damage to stun targets, which you can use it as an eruption. It stuns targets, it knocks them down, or damage to slow targets. Again, the damage to slow targets will be beneficial with the stats for... But basically, yeah, that's all you have. There is nothing else. Again, the jewelry and gems of power for the full DPS will be the same set. Even if you are a new player and you decide to pick a Firestarter and play solo, like squad, maybe group missions, whatever, you're still gonna kill, at least in squad missions and even in regions, you will still kill stuff way faster before they even reach to you. So you don't really have to worry too much about enemies getting to you, really, really fast and maybe kill you. So the damage from Firestarter is super high. Of course, it's a squishy class as well. Even with general defense, still you get a little bit more damage compared to maybe other classes. But yeah, Firestarter right now is the top DPS, and that's basically what I'm actually running for my setup. Now let's talk about symbols. Again, all the symbols, the regular symbols, will be the same as any other DPS classes. Basically, that's what I'm using. Some of the classes that doesn't have the abilities that procs, like for that free proc that you can see on the left side of your screen, you don't have to use the hunt technique. If the class have something like that, then you have to use hunt technique to make that proc more often, because it will deal a little bit more damage compared just to the regular ability. And again, with the emblems, you can play around whatever the situation you're using. And we're just going to talk about the class symbols. Again, the weapons would be depends on the situations, either a hammer or integrator's transformer. So, class symbols. First one is Overheating. When a Firestarter gains 90% or more points of energy, they burst into flame and 3 seconds later deals X amount of damage in 10-yard radius of them. The effect can be triggered only once every 20 seconds. So this ability useless, doesn't deal a lot of damage whatsoever. Next one is the Flame Guardian. Flaming Sphere deals 33% more damage with each accumulated charge. Okay, so if you don't know what exactly it says, you have 3 charges for the Flaming Spheres. So you can store up to 3 Flaming Spheres, meaning that when you have 3 spheres, and you throw the first one, instead of just 33% more damage, it will be 99% more damage, if that makes sense. So basically, if you have only 1 charge, that sphere deals 33% more damage. If you have 2 charges, the second charge that if you will use it, it will deal 66% more damage. And of course, the third charge will deal 99% more damage. So basically, when you have 3 charges and you start using them, the first, the second, and the last one, so damage will be the first flaming sphere that you drop will have 99% boost. Then the second sphere will be 66% boosted. and then the last one will be only 33% boost. That's how it works. That's the best symbol for Firestarter at the moment. I don't think they will add maybe more class symbols in the future. Who knows if they will, but for now, the Flaming Guardian is the best. The last one is Boiling Blood. At the maximum energy level, abilities that restore energy will restore health to the Firestarter. 0.3% of maximum health per 1 point of energy gained. I don't know. Never used it, never tried it. Can't tell too much about it. If somebody tried it and tested how it actually works, please leave a comment down below and tell how is it bad, is it good, is it okay, can you use it somewhere, PvP maybe, no. But again, Flaming Guardian is the best. Now let's talk about what's good and bad about this class. Firestarter is the top DPS class at the moment and doesn't even need a pay-to-win weapon. Keep in mind it is without any additional bonuses that could come from Invasion Atlas. If you simply take Firestarter and any other DPS class with the same jewelry/gems setup like generation and stats and purple weapon, Firestarter always gonna end up at the top. Time I made this video, Firestarter is top DPS. For how long it's gonna last, no one knows. It only could change if Skyforge will come up with a new overpowered class. Another cool part about this class that Firestarter Flaming Sphere ability has longer range than any other ability from ranged classes. You can use that ability from 35 meters away from the enemy, which is insane because with the highest DPS, you can just kill a group of mobs by using Flaming Sphere. Also, all of the Firestarter's abilities applies burning effect that deals damage over time, which is also pretty good in the longer fights. You can heal yourself by using Shape of Fire ability, stun enemies for a short period of time with Eruption, and ultimate ability, it just does a big damage, covers a pretty big area as well. That's basically all for a good side of this class. Now about the bad parts. I couldn't really find anything bad about this class in order of how ability works, their cooldown, damage, etc. They made this class look like a circus clown, but hey, it deals crazy damage, who cares, right? Compare that to all of the good stuff this class can do, we simply don't care how this class looks. As long as it's OP, we're good. That would be all for this video. If you liked it, smash that like button. If you don't, well then dislike it. Don't forget to subscribe, activate notification that you're not gonna miss new video I post. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord server, all links in the description. Until the next time, take care.